up guys, it's Catherine. Welcome to another Coffee and Confessions. I don't even know what number this is, probably around like 6 or 7 I think. It's how many I've done on this channel so far. You guys love them. I love being able to answer your questions, and I always say if you guys ever want to be a part of them, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. It's always linked down below, and you guys can be a part of them, send in questions. Hopefully you can't hear the fan that's back there. If I turn it off though, I'm gonna be like melting by the end of this video. So we're gonna keep that on. Hopefully it's not too horrible. I'll try to add in some like music to kind of cover it up a little bit. But if you hear noise in the background, that is what that is. I also have my grande iced chai with coconut milk. That is my go-to. Yes, I know, the straw, the plastic cup, I was out. I did not have a reusable cup, and they did not have the other lids. So I apologize if anybody is upset about that. It seems to make everyone upset, but yes. Anyways, you guys know, if you follow my vlogs, how rarely I actually go to Starbucks anymore. So we're just gonna let that be. So today's video does not have a specific topic. Super chill today, have not even put on makeup or gotten ready at all, and I think this is the most color I have worn in a video on my channel, besides maybe like Christmas time when I wear a red sweater. So there's that as well. Let's go ahead and hop into these questions. I was looking at some of them earlier, and I will say one thing. Some of them are a little bit personal, and I don't mind some personal questions, but when it involves other people that don't want to be on my channel or don't want their personal lives out there, that's why they don't get answered. So hopefully you guys can understand. All right, first one says, what's your 5-year goal for your business/life? Definitely for my business, which for me involves YouTube and my online store. I hope to grow my online store a lot bigger. Right now it's not at a place where I want it to be. I still have so much of that that's kind of in the works, things that I need to figure out. It's all like a work in progress. If you guys don't know, I have an online boutique. I will go ahead and link it down below. I think I might do like an end of summer sale for that. So if you guys are interested in purchasing any of the pieces that we have left, I'll figure out an end of summer sale deal before I post this video, and I'll leave that linked down below so that way you guys can use the code if you want to check anything out. But once we sell out of everything, that is that, and I probably won't be doing a restock or a repurchase of anything probably until like fall time comes around. So I just want to be able to, you know, sell everything that we have in stock now, and then that way we can do a really nice, really cool restock for all the fall stuff. So as far as YouTube, I definitely hope to turn this into a bigger part of my career. Right now I feel like it's pretty much like a big part of my career. It's kind of like half and half between this and my store, but I definitely hope to turn it into something bigger, something even more meaningful, more inspiring to, I always say like young women out there, women in their 20s, but I do have a lot of gentlemen that watch my channel, so we are not excluding anybody here. That has just been like what my audience consists of for the most part. I know I have like 10% of you gentlemen out there, so I never try to like exclude anybody or anything, but those are the goals with YouTube and my business. That is kind of like the mindset of thinking 5 years from now. I don't have any like specific set goals at the moment, just like general bigger goals. As far as life, I do have more plans and thoughts about that. In 5 years, definitely will be living on my own for sure, or I don't know, maybe if I'm dating someone by then, who knows, maybe I'll live with them. That's all up in the air. But for myself, yes, I would love to have my own place, possibly looking to purchase somewhere. I just don't exactly know where yet. Real estate in California is extremely expensive, so I don't quite know if I want to buy a house here or live somewhere else. Everything is just very up in the air. I'm trying to figure all of that out, what I want to do. But if it's in the cards for me, I think in the next 5 years I would love to like have a very stable, serious relationship by then. Maybe be thinking about like getting engaged, stuff like that. I definitely want to like at least be engaged in thinking about like having a family around like late 20s, early 30s. That is like where that mindset is. But I'll only be, what's 5 years from now? I'll only be 28 in 5 years, so that's around when I want to start thinking about that. So those are just future plans. Nothing's set in stone or anything like that, but it's where, you know, I would hope for my life to be by that point. What's a house plant that you really want? So my friend Christina, her brother is like super into plants and all of that kind of stuff. So he probably knows way more about plants than I do. Like, it's funny, every time he's on the phone with her, he's talking about like some sort of plant. He was talking about air plants. Those are super cool. I'd love to get some of those and kind of hang them up like above my bed, like back in that corner, stuff like that. Those are ones that I'm thinking about getting next, but I did just get a new snake plant and we have not named her yet. So if you guys have a name for my new snake plant, comment down below. Let me know. Let's come up with a name. I just realized that we still have not named her. Thoughts on the hookup culture? Honestly, I hate the 2019 version of dating because all it is hookups. Nobody wants to be in a relationship, nobody wants commitment, no one wants to be serious, and I think that's why it's so hard to date like right now, unless you can find someone that has the same kind of mindset as you, which I think is really rare in today's day and age. Like, there's still people out there that have like an old school sense of dating, which to me, I'm still very much that kind of person. Like, I appreciate the traditional style of dating. I really hate the hookup culture. Honestly, it's a mess. I know so many people that are about it and so many people that are against it, but it is what it is. I am personally not a fan of it. Thoughts on marriage at a younger age, 22 to 23? Honestly, like, if you want to get married at a younger age, do it. If you want to get married when you're older, do it. Like, I don't think there's ever like a certain point where it's okay to be married or it's not okay to be married. Like, literally, if you're happy with this person and you know you want to spend the rest of your life with them, why wait? Like, you know, it really doesn't matter. There's no like right or wrong to it. It's whatever feels right, and if it feels right with that person, then do it. Favorite travel destination? I've only been to maybe like 8 parts of the United States now, somewhere around that. Still have yet to travel outside of the country. I would love the opportunity to be able to do that sometime soon. I was always saying like before the end of last year, that never happened. Maybe before the end of this year. Who knows what's gonna happen? But from the places that I have traveled, I would have to say Hawaii has been like my top favorite, and that's just because it's like very tropical, very laid back. I love it. I've gone to Maui quite a few times with my family back when I was younger, and I think those were always like my favorite vacation times. How to become more productive? Well, you have to get your priorities straight and figure out what you want to do, what you want to prioritize, and have that mindset, because it's very easy to just kind of sit back, be lazy, and not be productive. But everyone has those days, so it's totally fine to have those days. But as far as being more productive, set your priorities and figure out what you need to do, why you need to do it. And also, one thing with like procrastination is to ask yourself, why are you procrastinating this task or this thing? Like, figure out the why, and then you can realize that, and then you can just, you know, figure out how to do it and what's holding you back. If you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? Love you. Love you too. 100% would come to Canada and visit you. That is a place that I would love to go visit. If you guys don't know, one of my very good friends is in Canada. She lives there. I haven't seen her in a very long time, since like my friend's wedding. It's been way too long. So I would love to come to Canada and visit. Let's figure something out. Let's have a trip in the works. Best advice for relationships, friendships, and with partners. As far as friendships, I think it's best to be able to find different types of friends, because I feel like there's a lot of things in your life where you're going to need friends that can be there for you for like certain things. Like, I have a lot of friends in my life, and I wouldn't say that I have the same relationship with any of them. I am like friends with each person kind of for like a different reason, and I'm close to all of these friends, but in a different way with each of them, if that kind of makes sense. So as far as friendships go, I think it's like it's important to have like a variety of different kinds of friends, but also only keep friendships that are, you know, feeling equal to you and that serve a purpose in your life. Like, I don't really have any friends anymore that are like holding me back or keeping me from doing the things that I want to be doing. Like, every friend that I have in my life, like, well, they're there because I want them to be there, but like, I feel like you guys can understand where I'm going with this. Like, just don't keep toxic friends or anything like that. Like, that's never gonna help you. Advice for partners, relationships. Honestly, the biggest thing with relationships and why a lot of them can fade out and end is because of communication. That is a huge thing that should be very, very important. That should be a priority in your relationship, is communication. That is like the foundation for a lot of it. That and friendships, honestly. Building a relationship on a friendship is probably one of the best things that you can do. And I feel like a lot of people don't do that with their relationships. Like, you just jump straight to the relationship part, because I've done that in like multiple different relationships, but starting with like that friendship base gives you something to build on, and then it makes the communication easier, and I feel like everything else just kind of flows a lot better. How do you manage to stay positive? I can't talk. How do you manage to stay positive and happy? I like almost started combining that question. As far as staying happy, about finding things in your life that make you happy. Do things that you love, whether that is like with friends or work related or anything like that. I feel like it's been easier to feel happy on a day-to-day basis when I started doing things that I love and doing things for me versus like doing something to make someone else happy, you know? Like, if you're gonna put all this work in to make someone else happy, why are you not gonna put that same effort and work in to make yourself happy? And as far as staying positive, one thing that I try to remember is, if it's not something that I can change in this second, in this moment, like, I'm not gonna stress about it and think about all the other things that surround it. And also, with a lot of situations, I used to be someone that would look at like the negative side of things first rather than the positives. And I feel like that's a very negative way to think, because if you think negatively, then you're gonna attract negative like things and negative thoughts constantly. But if you start thinking very positively, you're going to attract more positive things into your life, and more positive, like a more positive way of thinking just overall, and it will really like change the way that you see things. So that's just something that I try to be really aware of, is thinking those positive thoughts versus constantly like letting those negative thoughts consume my mind. All right, those are all of the questions that I will be answering for today's coffee and confessions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did, and make sure you guys are subscribed. I post 4 new videos a week: Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, every week. So make sure you guys stick around, and don't forget to hit the little bell notification to be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys next time.